Good evening, everybody. Buenas noches. I'm so glad you're here. A couple things before I start. There are lots of people who are serving you tonight, this evening, and so I know that they're out there and you don't see them, but would you please give them a big round of applause? Thank you. And also, I want to thank Lois Braverman, who is sitting at table 21, who is our president emeritus, and I would not be standing here without her. So, Lois. I know that I am standing between you and dinner, so just give me a moment. Thank you, Abby. It's really, really a deep, deep privilege to have us with you tonight. And thank you, everybody here, for sharing this celebration and remarkable award recipients. I have spent this past year, I've spent this past year, my first year as president and CEO, listening in on the transformative power of something very, very potent. In a world where families are experiencing the trauma of separation, where homelessness and hopelessness destroy family connections, where teen suicide paralyzes loved ones, Ackerman Institute is pushing the boundaries to honor and deepen love. When we travel with couples and families to the places where pain, injustice, and anger live, surprise, we find deep love. When we support and nurture the relationships of parents, children, wives, husbands, sisters, and brothers, families heal and they are transformed. We know when pain is not transformed, it's transmitted. We know that therapy services are not equitably distributed in our communities. We also know that transformation is a long process. To that end, the near 60-year presence in New York City means Ackerman is part of the fabric of this city. As a community, we are working together to ensure that families facing complexities in a complex world find pathways and form connections to where they find deep love and know that they too are deeply, deeply loved. We are grateful to two families for sharing their transformative stories tonight. I invite you to listen with me. I just have to say, sometimes it's really hard being a CEO, as many of you know. We would say, why am I doing what I'm doing? And then sometimes you have a moment such as this where you look out in the audience, you see the faculty, and equally as important, you see some of our clients. And so I want to thank Ashley and her family. Ashley is here, and Carl, both of whom are with us tonight. And it takes a lot of courage, as you well know, to tell your story in a room, and it takes even more courage to tell your story in a big room with a lot of strangers. And so would you do me a really kind favor and acknowledge these very courageous and amazing people. And so, I need you to help me. I need you to understand why it is we do what we do and help us to make sure that we continue to provide these remarkable services in our community, because I can tell you that there is no other place in the universe, and I can say that honestly, happening. There is no other place where the work that Ackerman is doing happening out there. And so we never turn a family down, and we make sure that everybody who we can see is seen. And so I really will ask you to support us. Thank you.